Hello, my dear students, and welcome back. Your exams are just around the corner, and I know you're all working so hard. So to make your revision super fast and super easy, we're back with another quick explainer. Today, we are going to master the entire cellular processes chapter. Come on, let's do this.
I know that feeling. Board exams are coming, and the tension is building up, right? Don't worry, Beta. Take a deep breath. I'm here for you, and we're going to crack this chapter together. We'll make it so simple, so easy that you'll remember it all. That's my promise to you. Okay, future toppers, let's get into it. To make this chapter unforgettable, we're going to use a really simple trick. Just imagine, a cell is like a huge, busy city. That's it. Every single process we talk about is just some activity happening in our cell city. Ready? Let's go. So, first things first, how does any city run? It needs energy, right? It needs paisa, money. In our cell city, this whole system of getting and using energy is called metabolism. Now, it has two main parts. Catabolism, that's when the city breaks down big things, like old furniture, to get quick energy. And anabolism is when it uses that energy to build new cool things, like a new building. Simple, isn't it? Breaking down for energy and building up with energy. Now, for the big question, where does this paisa, this energy, actually come from? Well, the official currency of our cell city is a tiny molecule called ATP. Everything runs on ATP. So let's go investigate how the city's factories make this precious ATP paisa. So imagine you need some urgent cash for, say, a plate of pani puri. You don't go to the main bank, right? You just find the nearest ATM. The cell does exactly the same thing. For quick energy, it uses a process called glycolysis. And this happens right in the main city square, the cytoplasm, which for our cell city, we'll just call the cytosol. Okay, I know what you're thinking when you see a diagram like this. Panic, right? Relax, don't let it scare you. For your exam, you do not need to memorize every single tiny step here. Just focus on the main business deal, okay? The cell puts in one glucose molecule and gets two pyruvic molecules out. And the profit? It's a small one, but it's quick. A net profit of 2 ATPs. Like getting 2 rupees of instant cash. That's it, just 2 ATP. You know, it's not a lot, but it's super fast and it's perfect for all the small urgent jobs happening in the cell city. So remember, glycolysis is the cell's ATM for quick cash. But wait, what if the city needs to power the streetlights, run the factories, the entire metro system? 2 ATP paisa is not going to cut it. For the big energy payout, that pyruvate we just made has to travel to the city's main power station. And what's that called? Come on, you know this one. It's the powerhouse of the cell, the mitochondria. So, inside the mitochondria, the main event begins. It's called the citric acid cycle, or sometimes you'll hear it called the Krebs cycle. It's a cycle because it goes round and round, like a giant Ferris wheel of energy production. Again, don't worry about memorizing all the names right now. Just understand its main job.
So what's the goal of this whole cycle? Well, it doesn't directly make lakhs of ATP cash. Instead, its main job is to create these high-value, high-energy checks. These checks are special molecules called NADH and FADH2. Think about it. It's much safer to carry a check for a large amount than carrying lakhs of rupees in cash, right? Later, the cell takes these checks to the city's main bank, the electron transport chain, and cashes them in for a huge amount of ATP.
All right, so our cell city now has all the energy it needs to work properly. But what happens when the city needs to grow or repair some old buildings? That's where cell division comes in, and it's our next super important topic for your exam. So the cell has 2 ways to divide, mitosis and meiosis. The easiest way to remember the difference is this. Think of mitosis as the city's photocopy machine. You put one cell in and you get a perfect, exact, same-to-same copy. This is for everyday growth and repair. Meiosis, on the other hand, that's like a creative studio. It takes a cell and creates new, unique, special cells. These are the reproductive cells, the gametes, used for making babies. So one is a simple copy, the other is a creative mix and match. Now, let's quickly go over the key differences that you absolutely need for your exam. Mitosis happens in all our normal body cells, the somatic cells. Meiosis, that only happens in reproductive, or germ cells. Mitosis is just one division, boom, done. But meiosis is a 2-step process, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. And the end result? Mitosis gives you 2 identical diploid cells. Meiosis gives you 4 unique haploid cells. And the most important point, is there any genetic mixing? In mitosis, no way. They are clones. But in meiosis, yes. A super important event called crossing over happens where chromosomes exchange parts, like trading cards, to create brand new combinations. So cool. And just look at this. Visually, you can see the difference so clearly. On one side, mitosis gives us two daughter cells that are perfect copies of the parent. But look at meiosis. It goes through 2 rounds of division, meiosis I and then meiosis II, to end up with 4 completely unique cells, each with half the number of chromosomes.
Okay, now for my favorite part. Let's tackle a question that I can tell you examiners just love to ask from this chapter. If you get this, you are sure to score full marks. This is your PUCA confirmed question. Here we go. Why is meiosis I called the reductional division? Pay close attention, Beta. This is a very, very common 3-mark question. The answer is actually really simple, and the clue is right there in the name itself. Reductional. It means something is being reduced, but what?
Here is how you write the perfect answer to get full marks. Point 1. You have to say that during meiosis I, it's the homologous chromosome pairs that separate. The partners in each pair move away from each other. Point 2. This separation is the key event. This is what reduces the total number of chromosomes by half. Point 3. Because of this, the cell's state changes from diploid, which we write as 2n, to haploid, which we write as n. And your final winning line, that is precisely why it's called a reductional division. You write these points, you get full marks, guaranteed.
Wow, we have covered so much in such a short time. You're all doing brilliantly. Before we finish, let's lock in everything we learned with a simple, final mantra that you must remember. Ready? Here it is. Metabolism is all about the energy times paisa. Mitosis is the same-to-same copy machine, and meiosis is the mix-and-match creative studio. If you just remember these 3 simple lines, I promise you, you've understood the core of this entire chapter. And we're done. See? How simple was that? You've just revised an entire chapter in a few minutes. I am so proud of all of you. You are brilliant, you are prepared, and you are going to do wonderfully. Now go and rock your exams. All the very best.